Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. I hope you all are doing extremely well. So, today, as usual, we're going to tap right into this energy. Let's see what is going on. What is it that you need to know? Or what is it that you may need to be aware of? So, let's tap in. Let's see what is going on in these energy streets. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. So I feel like someone may have picked being a hoe. Someone may have, chose to rip and run the streets. They're not worrying about their spiritual side of life. They're not worrying about how their actions may affect others. I feel like someone here is in this player type energy. Someone here just, want to be a hoe. And it's like they could be confused. I'm getting this like confusing type energy from this. This person could be extremely indecisive. Now, this could be someone that was, once spiritual, or they trying to leave from that whole side of life and become spiritual. Someone could be working on their spirituality. We have the Fool, the High Priestess, Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Devil. That's where the confusion come in at. King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ten of Cups, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower, the Magician. Yeah, I'm getting like someone here could be extremely confused about their spirituality, or could be, confused about what it is they believe in. They could be confused about being committed or staying single, or, want to rip and run these streets. But I'm picking up this energy to where the universe putting something on this person to get them off their ass and on their feet. A lot of times people get stuck in this type energy. They get stuck in that cheating energy. They get stuck in that manipulative energy. They get stuck in the flesh, not worrying about their soul, not worrying about their purpose in life. This is what controls them. I'm getting like, for a lot of you, this could have been someone that was non-committal in some way. This person may have promised you a happy ending. They may have promised you something in the future. And I get this message a lot. We have to be very, very aware of these manipulators and these people that future fake with you. They make all these grand promises. Oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. But when time comes, they on some other shit. For a lot of you, this was supposed to be a marriage. This is someone could have, you may have talked about marriage with this person. You may have had big plans with this person. Because I'm picking up husband and wife type energy with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Two extremely intuitive individuals. But someone just don't want to get out of this player type energy. Someone don't want to be committed. Someone made some type of false promises to you about marriage, about long-term commitment, maybe about their belief system. They could have lied to you about something that they could have thought they believed in. But I'm picking up on your intuition was on point. A lot of times we come in contact with these spiritual narcissists. These ones that know how to quote the Bible word for word. These ones that portray themselves to be this way, but then they turn out to be another way. In other words, a deceiver. But I'm picking up, your intuition was picking up on this person. Bullshit. They could have talked about it. Yeah, they know all of the scriptures in the Bible, but they ain't applying it to their life. They not living that way. They out here talking it, but they ain't walking it. Now, for a lot of you, this person did future fake with you. This person did future fake about a marriage, long term commitment, maybe starting a family with you. But I'm getting like you love this person deeply. And a lot of times, what we do is we see someone potential. Now, you could have found yourself seeing potential in this person, but a lot of times they don't see it in themselves. And we have to be okay with that. But you pulled love into this person. For a lot of you, you still love someone. You could love this person, but also know that they're not right for your soul. A lot of times, they talk a big game out here in these streets until you leave their ass in the dust, until you separate yourself from them, until you put space in between you and someone. And you take a new leap of faith and you go in a new direction. That's when all of a sudden you start thinking about them. All of a sudden they popping up in your dreams. All of a sudden you having thoughts about this person nonstop. It's because they manifesting you back. They realizing what they lost. They realizing what they took for granted. They realizing your worth and your value. After you have took a new leap of faith, after you have changed your way of thinking and you have chose to move on with your life. I'm getting someone here. Yeah, it was big plans here. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. I feel like you was like you was emotionally all in with this person. You was willing to give this person your last dollar, bending over backwards for this person. At one point, things were good when they make big plans with you. When they paint this picture of the future of how things should be. You could have felt like, okay, this is my end all be all, Ten of Cups here. But you started seeing little slips in the mask. You started seeing this person ain't who they truly say they were. They don't want what they claiming that they want. And you may have noticed this person started moving funny. And you could have politely moved right on out the way and let them do what it is they want to do. But see, when you give a person that space to do what they want to do, you get a clear view as to what it is they wanted to do. But that space, that distance, and that time apart from someone, they have them having so much to say, so much that they need to communicate with you. But by that time, you think about all the shit that they lied about, all the plans that you made that never came into fruition. You start thinking about all that. But a lot of times, it's when the universe get on their ass that they remember you. It's when the universe start breaking things down in their life, start making them feel the same way they made you feel. Is when they start remembering you, when they start manifesting you back, when they start wanting to communicate with you. Someone getting hit with a towel, and I feel like this towel is not going good for this person. Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. This could be someone that's extremely selfish, self-centered. They only think about themselves. But it look like them finances is drying up. It's drying up like the desert. So for a lot of you, this person may be trying to get back in contact with you, feeling as if you're going to continue to pour that love into them. But they ain't remember the times when they played with the commitment. They played with taking things serious. They played with your feelings and your emotions. See, they don't remember that. They come popping their ass back up in your life like, a jack in the box as if they ain't did nothing. To be with someone and you see the potential in this person, but they don't see it in themselves, it's really hurtful. Or to be with someone and they make these future plans with you, they telling you how the future gonna look, you don't, saw this image in your head, and to be let down is hurtful. But see, a lot of people don't realize the universe is like a boomerang. When you put out that bullshit gonna come back. But when it come back 10 times harder. So for a lot of you, this person faked the funk with you. This person pretended that they wanted something committed, but they chose the whole side of life. They chose to rip and run the streets. But this tower is here. Again, to get them off their ass and on their feet. For a lot of you, yeah, I'm getting like this was supposed to lead up to marriage. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles here. This could have been a masculine that, self-centered, big ego, feeling as if they the prize. Future fake with you or let you down, told you a lot of lies about what was going to happen and it never did. But see, this is the shame of it all that they carrying around. A lot of times, people be out here in these streets feeling as if they gonna teach you a lesson. But when the game flip, they be the one learning the lesson. A lot of times, you drop their ass like a bad habit and keep moving forward with your life. Pouring that love into yourself. Pouring that love into someone that will appreciate it. Someone that will reciprocate it back to you. Enough of the bullshit. Anyone that want to be out here in this Knight of Wands energy, want to be a player, want to, not honor their words, not want to be committed. We leaving their ass out there in that dust. Exactly where they need to be at. But for some of us, we come in contact with these people and they be karmics in our life. Showing us what not to accept. Showing us to put up firm boundaries with them. Once the universe pulls someone out of your life, we got to allow that person to go. We can't hold on to it because it's always better on the other side of that rainbow. For a lot of you are coming into your Ten of Cups, that ultimate happiness, someone that's going to appreciate you, someone that's going to reciprocate the love that you show. Enough of this player shit. We're going to leave all players on the board. We moving forward. So with that, I'll leave the reading here. If it resonated with you, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.